Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you stopping through, man. We're not gonna be here for a long time, but we definitely gonna get into a different little subject on this joint here, man. We're gonna cook on this. We're gonna give Skip Bayless his just due, his flowers, his all of the above. We're gonna bury him with it at the same time, man. My man's has been sitting up here each and every opportunity he gets, man, turns immediately, wants to, you know what I'm saying, hate on the next person, man. Every professional athlete that come across that ain't in line with what he considered as his, he gotta hate. He can't leave it to a point of giving them their just due, no pun intended. But every opportunity, like I said, he gets, man, he wants to throw shade and hate. And so the question was, man, for Skip Bayless, again, we got to call him out, man. I seen some stuff today. The slander towards LeBron, the slander towards Russ, the slander towards Kyrie and Luka, the slander everywhere, man. So yeah, we got to cook him today. So we this ain't the norm. This ain't what I normally do. Shower, salute to you. Appreciate you sliding through. This ain't the norm. This ain't what I usually do. Actually, let me correct that, man. That's what I do. I be roasting people up like it's no tomorrow. But this is different, man. This is different. We gotta get on his helmet for a little bit here about the stuff he said, man. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like I said, is he a hater or is he saying things for shock value? You know what I mean? I think it's both. Personally, I think it's a combination of both. You know what I mean? Like this man hates and uses shock value to grow his hate. He want to let people know, you know what I'm saying, he was born to hate. And we're gonna cook on it. And we're gonna absolutely cook on this joint. We ain't gonna spare him not one bit. I told him we're gonna cook on him a little bit. I don't know. We gonna have to see, man. We might make it well done. We might decide to go ahead and burn and fillet him up all the way, but we definitely gonna cook him because I think it's to the point now, man, where people pretty much fed up and getting tired of hearing, you know what I mean, what he got to say and his negative view on every kind of athlete. Like I said, man, any another athlete that looked like his counterpart that sits across from him, all we hear, see, and everything he gives us is what hater vibes every single step of the opportunity. I mean, even his own, you know what I'm saying, co-worker that sits across from him, he was hating on him. He made a slight disrespectful comments to him, and the whole internet world, you know what I'm saying, jumped on his helmet about it. You know what I'm saying, Shannon being the person that he is and how he forgiving and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, he let it slide. He didn't really hold on to it. He kept it, as professional as can be and things like that. But what do I think, man? I think Shannon should have eviscerated him. You know what I mean? You can't talk down to a Hall of Famer, three-time Super Bowl winner, and things of that nature, talking about some, you know what I'm saying, oh, Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that, when in reality, we ain't never seen Skip lace up a pair of cleats, you know what I'm saying, put no shoulder pads on. We ain't never seen no sign of the sort showing that Skip has a bona fide athletic bone in his body. You know what I mean? And when you look at Skip, man, you think that he two sneezes away from being in hospice, man. We don't look at Skip and say, oh, you know what I mean, this is this analyst that is all knowing, all being, he's an ex-professional athlete and things like that. We don't view Skip in that light, man. Nobody views Skip in that light. Skip himself doesn't view himself in that light. I mean, a matter of fact, my man at one point thought he was Pistol Pete Maravich. What did my man Jalen Rose? My man Jalen Rose destroyed everything there was about this man. You know what I mean? Jalen Rose he is eviscerated. And guess what happened from that? They decided what? They gonna never let or allow Jalen Rose to ever be invited on as a guest ever again. Why is that? Because he eviscerated that man. You know what I mean? My brother just doing the building. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Quick in the building, TWT. Yeah, I'm gonna download them plans so I can start dropping the plans for y'all, man, to make sure, you know what I mean, I'm showing my respect to y'all. But yeah, man, Shaw was first in on this joint. I told her normally this ain't what we do, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I said this ain't what I do. My content typically is all about the players or the game itself, but I had to do it. I was like, this ain't the norm. But then I was like, nah, let me correct it. This is the norm. All I do is roast people in the chat. So ain't nothing different. I might as well like, you know what I'm saying, skip up too. I saw some stuff today and he kind of pushed me over the board with it, man. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time. It's time for Skip to get his just due. No pun intended. My brother just due. I already know what I mean. But yeah. But back to this quick cook, man. So yeah, I want to say what early 2010s or 20 teens, things of that nature, man. We all know we heard the famous interview that took place and still getting clicks and views even now, being that long ago, or you know what I mean. Jalen Rose ended that man. You know what I mean? Jalen Rose told him, didn't you average 1.4 points a game in junior as a junior? You know what I'm saying, as a senior or a junior playing junior high. In reality, everybody know, bro. if you if you any good, by the time you're a sophomore, you should be playing JV as a starter and getting minutes as a varsity player. You know what I'm saying? At least if it's coming off the bench. Once you're a junior, that's where you transition to, you know what I'm saying, coming out like full time playing for varsity, whether that be coming off the bench or as a starter. So obviously if my man is averaging 1.4 points a game, we know what that is. And my man Jalen Rose told him, didn't you average 1.4 points a game? All that Pistol Pete Maravich, call it Water Pistol Pete under the bridge. He was like, yeah, that's over with. And that man Skip Bayless, hey, I wish I could show it. I don't want to get a strike or a copyright for it, man. I'm so tempted to do it. But if you're listening and you haven't seen it, all you gotta do is look up Jalen Rose destroy Skip Bayless, bro. You're gonna see that on there everywhere. Like I said, I don't know how that works for copyright claim or them getting strikes for it, but I don't want to take the risk of it. But you know what I'm saying? That was just part of it. When they were supposed to be having that debate, my man Jalen had to let him know, like, bro, you can't sit here and criticize a person that sacrificed, you know what I'm saying, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years of their life to make it to a certain level, and he ain't even been able to even sniff at that level. He wasn't even able to be their water boy. So what did he do? Become an analyst and start being a hater. It's like, come on, man, you can give somebody they flowers without being able to be biting your lip off or not giving them a backhanded compliment. Every time we turn around, what is he doing? He backhanded compliment people. So what they do? Suggs destroyed him in an interview. Richard Sherman destroyed him in an interview. It's like Jalen Rose destroyed. Like, bro, there's a litany of people that's came on and destroyed this man because he don't know what he's talking about. Mark Cuban destroyed this man. It's like, bro, it's okay to have your fandom like who you like, and you don't have to hate another person. You know what I'm saying? Like how he feels towards LeBron and how he feels towards Michael Jordan. I mean, that's a debate that's worldwide with everybody that always is saying Jordan to go, LeBron to go, Jordan to go, LeBron to go, this, that, and the third. But what Skip says it every time LeBron name comes up, he can't for the life of him at all, not for 30 seconds say anything positive about LeBron without there being like a 10-minute monologue about him saying something negative about him. It's literally like a 1v10 type situation. Like imagine one dude going heads up with 10, 20 people for 10 minutes kind of thing. That's literally how Skip is when it comes to giving LeBron any type of credit or any type of like anything. And it's like though he relishes and makes his career off of being a hater. And that's why I said, is it hate or is it shock? Is he a shock value guy? It's both. His hate it brings it to shock value level, and he just continues it. It just helps it grow, bro. And it's insane to me to think that this man can't just say one thing positive and leave it at that. It's always some situations where what is he saying? Always negative, man. Always. And it's like, dude, come on, man. Like I said, he 2 sneezes away from being in hospice, and he want to sit up here and keep talking about people in a negative light. I'm starting to think personally, from my perspective, and I'm not gonna put this jacket on him, but hey, if it fits, you can wear it. I'm starting to think that my man's has like a little kind of, a little bit of that bone that kind of see us in a different light. For my people that know, y'all know what I mean by that. And I'm starting to think that might be the case because when you look at it, the man praises Tom Brady to the nth degree. He praises anybody that look like that to the nth degree. And again, that's no weirdness, you know what I'm saying? Rock out who you rock out with, but at the same time, you ain't got to rock out with that person and throw rocks at me because I feel how I feel. And it's like, bro, dude, it's not that big of a deal, Skip. It's not, bro. Like human decency says what to you to be able to say something about somebody and not have an issue about it. My man, that every single turn, Colin Kaepernick, what did he do? We all know what that was, man. It's like every opportunity he gets, he want to not only kick you while you're down, but he want to kick you while you're down to try and kick you under while, you know what I'm saying, under wherever you at. He want to kick you and hold his foot on the back of your head. He want to make sure that you feeling each and every little pain point of it. Any person that's out there willing to push a positive, not a positive note or a half glass full type dude, he one of them dudes where literally his whole objective, his whole life being the reason he was born was to be a hater. And the proof is in the pudding. Every single analyst partner he didn't have in the past, First Take, whether it was the Good Morning, his previous shows when he was just starting out, all that. What did he do? Always focus his content in the direction of his messages in the negative light. And it's always of a athlete of our or my type, you know what I'm saying, color or whatnot. And that, again, I'm not calling him a racist or anything. Let's be honest. I don't know the man from a can of paint. But at the end of the day, if you peel out the layer of that can of paint, open it, and you know what I'm saying, and that paint is reading that, then that is what it is. And when you look at this, man, that's what you're getting out of it. Like I said, the Kyrie and Luka hate. We all know that Kyrie just went to this team, bro. Like it's 2 games. They didn't have an opportunity to play with each other. And you got 2 players of that magnitude playing, coming together to try and figure out how can they play, you know what I'm saying, together collectively, and how can they be productive, you know what I mean, and in a situation where they're getting kind of thrown in halfway through the season. So they got to have some time to figure it out. He immediately is sitting up there saying, what? Oh, they're terrible. I'm telling you, he can't do this. Kyrie this, Kyrie that. Luka this, Luka that. It's like, dude, this is their second game together, and they're literally out there communicating, and you can see that they're working out the situations of it. If you watch that Dallas Mavericks game that they played just yesterday, what happened? Kyrie had in the fourth quarter, my man went 11 or 12 from the floor. And I'm listening to Skip Bayless saying, oh, he's a ball hog and this, that, and the third. Why is he shooting so much? Bro, you've never complained about any of that. When you seen Jordan get on a hot streak and they were swinging the ball nonstop, what did he say? He said, oh, man, Jordan is out there cooking him. Did you see the heat check? Did you see the shrug of the shoulders? Did you see this? Did you see that? But it's like, dude, everybody that knows anything about sports knows if you got the hot hand, you ride the hot hand. Everyone knows that. Why would you go away from the high hand? It doesn't make sense. If you play the sport, you know what I'm talking about. If you have any kind of IQ of a sport and you got a high hand, whether that be hockey, NFL, baseball, like what they do in baseball, they tell them don't throw it to them, just walking in baseball. NFL, what do they say? They try to triple team them, stack the box, and they try to make sure that either that running back or that wide receiver don't have an opportunity to possess the ball in their hand. NBA, we've all seen heat check moments where you got Steph pulling up from half court. You got, you know what I'm saying, Kyle Korver when he had his little streak, hitting the Hawks up or I think when he played for the Hawks, hitting Milwaukee up for 3. Like there's situations, bro. We all understand and know what heat checks are. So when you got a player that put up 26 points, you know what I'm saying, put up that much in a quarter, what do you say to that? If he's 11 or 12 from the floor, what do you say? What do you say? And you're saying, oh, he's shooting too much. Any smart player is going to do what, bro? When they have a player that has a high hand, they're going to get them the ball no matter what. We've all seen Klay Thompson went off for 37 in the quarter when he set the NBA records. What was Steph doing? What was Draymond doing? What was that team doing all together? They was running screens, pick plays for him to try and get the ball in that man's hands because he was scorching hot. Dub right side, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you stopping through this joint. That's what we got to see. We got to see Klay Thompson go out there and put on an absolute show. An absolute show. And so you mean to tell me, I'm sure Skip Bayless was watching that because if I'm not mistaken, what did he do years back when it happened? Did you see that Klay Thompson, that, he's a bona fide shooter, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to heap praise to that, but you're going to bury the other one when it's the same situation. But yet, who is the player you're neglecting and going against, though? What color is he? It just happened to fall in line. It's weird to me when it happened to fall in line. It's like, bro, it's okay that they are 2 players in their primes that are all-star caliber players, and they're out here doing what? They're out here putting on, absolutely putting on. Kyrie put on a show, his NBA debut. My brother Money Brown TV in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. It's always love, man. I appreciate you. What did he do? He put on an absolute show when they was blowing out the Clippers, bro. Like they was putting the working on the Clippers, and it was like what? It was Kyrie's debut with his team, bro. He gonna ball out when you know what you're gonna get from Kyrie when it comes on the court perspective. When he step out there, he gonna give you 100% maximum effort each and every play because he doesn't shortchange the fan. He understands and appreciates the fan and what they bring to the game. You know what I mean? So what do you see? You see him go out there and put on a show. He is an absolute showman. We know that, bro. We know what we get out of Kyrie. We know what to expect from Kyrie when he steps on that court. And that's why he's a high commodity. That's why he had his own shoe line. That's why, he had a movie, Uncle Drew. That's all these things come in place because what? Because because we know what we get. You know exactly what you're gonna get. So he's sitting up here eviscerating Luka and Kyrie because they did what? Because they had a situation where they were playing, and one of them, you know what I'm saying, missed a game winning shot, came out and said, I should have kicked it back out, things of that nature. It's growing pains, bro. It's growing pains. Everybody knows that. Everybody knew that. But yet, the only person that doesn't know it is the person that averaged 1.4 points a game as a junior playing JV in high school. It's like, bro, his level of hate is envious of every player that's in the NBA or any professional athlete because he never had the opportunity to even sniff at their, you know what I'm saying, their jock straps. He didn't have the opportunity to relish in their limelight. He didn't have the opportunity to be able to go out there and enjoy, you know what I'm saying, the celebrity type of it or the athleticism of these athletes nowadays. So what does he do? In terms of him not being able to do it that way, he turns it into he considers himself a verbal athlete. You know what I mean? He looks at it and say, "Oh, my hate it rivals what they can do on and off the field or court." My brother, 512 Boxing, aka Big Texas, in the building, man. Salute to you, Justin. Or my brother, DB Rock, in the building. Salute to you, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through. Yeah, man. Like I said, I left my content more so focused on the base of the sport itself, teams, trades, players, things of that nature, man. But Skip got to get this work today. He got to get all this work. I was gonna give him a little bit, but nah, we gonna fillet him up, and he's gonna be a well done steak, bro. And then we gonna throw him out in the trash because we ain't rocking with that around this way, man. But yeah, he you know what I'm saying, like his hate, bro. Like I said, I was watching it today. In the hate and the level of hate this man has for these athletes, man, it's ridiculous. Y'all saw it in the description. I mentioned LeBron, Russ, Kyrie, Luka. I mean, the list goes on. But yet, you know, when we look at the list of people that's been came on and eviscerated this man, it's just as long as the hate he has out for the athletes. They don't care what Skip's saying, man. They know his only badge to fame is being a hater, absolute hater, bro. And it's like, come on, man. Like, let it go, let it go. It's okay to say something positive and then not have to give a backhanded compliment right behind it. It's okay to give somebody their flowers. It's okay. It's not gonna hurt you in any kind of way. It's not gonna diminish your fan base you have or anything like that. Matter of fact, it might actually help you gain a fan or two, to be honest with you. I mean, hey, somebody tell that man put the water down or put the hate down and pick up some of that positive water, man. We need to see him be able to say something and not bite his lip off. Like it drives me crazy, man. And then like he's saying all the Russ, the West Brick and all that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, the joke is cool and stuff like that. All right, whatever. Somebody in the shooting slump, you know what I mean? As a professional athlete, you're in the limelight and things like that. So my thing is to you, you gonna say what you do, you gotta keep it on the court. You know what I mean? But you can't sit there and start when it come out that you starting a smear campaign of trying to get somebody, I wouldn't say shadow ban, but get somebody, you know what I'm saying, blackball out of the league because you're painting, you know what I'm saying, you're putting them in the light that they not in. You know what I mean? Like you trying to put a jacket on them that ain't true. You trying to put a shoe, you trying to make them wear a shoe size that's not theirs. And then one of them type of things where he's saying that about these people. So what did Russ do? Russ started playing good. What did he have to say? He didn't have nothing to say. What was he saying? Oh well, even though he's playing good, he could have done this, or he still was doing this, or it's gonna be a matter of time before he reverts back to this. And it's like, bro, it's okay to just be like, he's playing well. I hope it continues. You know what I'm saying? And they get some success. But as a team, this is what they needed. Like these are the changes. It's okay to acknowledge that somebody that made an adjustment or they playing better. You know what I mean? And my man, like every opportunity you get, he do the polar opposite of that, man. He don't want no part of giving somebody they just do. And again, no pun intended. I don't know. I know my brother Just do in the building, but he don't want no part of looking at a team and giving them the half, you know what I'm saying, the glass is half full type thing. Not at all. At one point, I mean, we all know the hate he got for LeBron, bro. I ain't gonna even revisit that. We know the hate we got for him. He got the ultimate hate. Like, and the crazy thing is, I think his wife is a fan of like all the players this dude hates. So that's the confusing part. But that is what it is. But then you know what I'm saying? He was calling Paul George Paul. It's like, bro, you can't give somebody some other name just because he may not be playing up to par of what he once was and things like that, or he going through situations and things. But when we look at the end of the day, man, teams would still trade up to get Paul George. Why? Because he is a phenomenal athlete. He is a good basketball player. He does both sides of the ball, things of that nature, can ball with the best of them. We know that. Paul George is one of the best NBA players in the league, man. And that's without a doubt. Any team would be head over heels trying to trade to get him. Yeah, he moved from Indiana. He went to OKC, from OKC to the Clippers. Yeah, but at the end of the day, any team, including Skip's quote unquote favorite team, would trade to have him because PG is one of them players. He's one of them names. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't do the thing. You can't sit there and trash a person that's done accomplished more than you have at any point given. You know what I mean? As far as like from an athletic standpoint, like obviously we all know, like I said, Mr. 1.4 points a game, a junior playing JV. You know what I mean? Like come on, bro. You don't have room to talk. In all honesty, he needs to shut the hell up in every aspect and every way of it. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Stop talking, bro. Like if you ain't like the old saying goes in the South, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. If you ain't got nothing to say, keep your mouth shut and don't say nothing. Skip need to take a note or two from that and just shut the hell up, man. Like it's okay to just sit there and not talk. But I know you pay the you know what I'm saying, to be a voice on the show and to bring shock value and to get views and things like that. But hey, his silence will get more views than him talking. Because people will be confused on, damn, he finally shut up. He's not saying nothing. Something must be going on. You know what I mean? If he decided to take a different route on his hate and be positive for a week, I guarantee you his views will triple up. So hey, if he listen or if this come across there, hey, shut the hell up. Do that not only for your fans, do it for your loved ones, do it for you know what I'm saying, the ratings, do it for all those things. Just shut the hell up. That's all you gotta do. I'm telling you. But again, man, like I said, man, going back to it though, like the hate this man got for these players is out of this world. Whether it be NFL, baseball, basketball, the hate is out of this world, bro, and it's not shock value or shock value and his hate at the exact same time because he using both to grow the other. Just like when that whole situation happened with the Bills and Bengals game, you know, so the insensitive remarks that he made about the players or about them ending the game, and you know, so the whole thing that transpired with that. I mean, my man said something that's out of pocket and out of this world, bro, and it caused like a weirdness, awkwardness between him and his co-host. Like, bro, you got your co-host that sit across from you that played the game again as a Hall of Famer and a multi-champion NFL champion, and yet you gonna make these comments, and you know you got to see and sit across from this man within the next 48 hours, but you don't care enough and got enough human decency and respect to do that though. So your thing is you'd rather go, you know what I'm saying, fire that off and then not back that or have a conversation with your co-host of it. So that situation blew up for a little bit within itself, bro. Like people were saying whatever they wanted about Shannon, this, that, and the third. He handled it like he wanted to handle it. I can't knock him for that. He wanted to be the bigger man on the situation. He didn't want to reach across the desk and snatch his little pencil neck self up. I mean, yeah, he you know what I mean. He could have easily reached across and just snapped Skip neck, man. I mean, like, I mean, obviously we don't want to do that. We don't want to see Shannon go to jail. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, bro, at some point you got if you're gonna do something, give him a tongue lashing. How about that? Let him have it. So you know what I'm saying? Shannon said a little bit to him. Shannon kind of got some stuff off his chest to him and whatnot about it, man. And it's like this dude ain't got no shame. The entitlement this man has is it's insane, bro. Like it's like, dude, you and the other old saying is you smelling your behind a bit too much, man. Smelling your behind a bit too much, bro. It's like you got to think without any of his other cohorts that were people of color, whether it be Stephen A. Smith and Shannon, bro, them ratings drop. When you got somebody on it that can't hold a conversation that goes beyond hate, his ratings drop. Like they ratings was in the trash. So what is he doing? You know what I mean? So he trying to do anything and everything to stay relevant in case what another cohort leaves him and go and do his own thing. You already see Club Shay Shay going off right now. You know what I mean? My guy Ricky Williams in the building. Salute to you, bro. What's good with it, man? Hey, just on here giving Skip this work. Just on here giving Skip this work real quick, man. DP said you do realize he works for Fox. I realize he works for Fox, but I also realize he a human being too. So I mean, at some point, bro, you got to put yourself before the job, or you got to put some integrity into your job. And when it comes to this man, that dude, he lacks all of the above, bro. All of the above. Like I said, my content, I wanted to keep it about the sport, the players, games, things like that. But he got to get this work, man. I'm tired of looking. And somebody asked me, why do you watch him? I said, because I want to see what the next dumb thing he gonna say. He gonna say that everything that come out that man's mouth, 90% of it gonna be dumb, or it's gonna be hate. One of the two, bro. One of the two. It's funny. It's funny at a point until you get grown enough, you start to realize that This ain't jokes. This is how this man really feel, and how he really feels is involved. It's a lot of hatred involved with the feeling of how he feels and what he's doing. And then also, them could be shots. You know what I'm saying? If I was in the league or whomever was in the league, there could be shots at one of my fellow other brethren and stuff. So it's like, hold on, bro. Like, I understand that you want to get your point across and say what you got to say, but at the end of the day, at some point, bro, you got to mature. You old enough to be mature. He like 160 years old, so and you gotta grow up to mature to a point where you able to give someone they credit for what they was able to accomplish. And he said they act like this because we allowed. We should have checked it at the door. That's a fact, Ricky. That's 100% fact, bro. Because like I said, my man's was a junior, averaging 1.4 points a game on JV. So it's like you ain't got no room to talk when it comes to the sport of basketball, bro. Like not one bit. Yeah, you've covered it for 99 years, but that don't mean that you still have the ability to understand it from the inside out. You're looking at it from the outside in, so you don't really get the concept of how that works. My brother D Man Jr. in the building, salute to you, bro. And it's like, bro, like that dude be saying some stuff that's just out of bounds, out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that ain't even real. My man's be making up stuff half the time, and then when he get a point, you know what I'm saying? When somebody prove a point to him, he don't even want to accept it or acknowledge it. He just want to sit there and say, "Well, I don't believe it." And it's like, bro, like, how do you not believe something that's a fact? Like, you can't argue or dispute a fact. You can't change or alter a fact. Like, the facts are the facts. And he one of them people where it's like, yeah, nah, he it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. The amount of hate this man got in his blood that course through it on a daily basis is crazy. But yeah, man, so it's like he said that stuff about Russ. Russ started balling out. He got quiet. And now that Russ is, you know what I'm saying, traded from the Lakers to the Utah Jazz, and they looking at a potential buyout situation and things like that. What are we starting on right away, man? Starting to try to do a smear campaign on making it seem like, oh, Russ is not willing to change. He's not willing to do this. He can't be a contributor or valuable to any team to help, you know what I'm saying, bring some value to the team, whether it be off the bench or as a starter. He's done in this league, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, we all had our doubts, and me being a Lakers fan, y'all all know how I felt. I said it wasn't a good fit from the get-go just because from a starting standpoint, it's just not a good fit. It's not a good fit. And him and Bron it wasn't going to work to that degree to be able to do that. What did they do? He showed that he was man enough to actually not only alter his game, swallow the pride of it as well, of being able to, you know what I'm saying, come to the bench, but then go out there and produce on the same level. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, that take a lot out of somebody that's been playing the same way they've been playing dang near their entire career. You know what I mean? For him to go out there, make those changes, and then, you know what I'm saying, deal with all the stuff that comes with it from the media and things like that, and still go out there and compete. We all know that, you know what I'm saying, that Russ, you know what I'm saying, we know Russ engine runs 100 miles an hour all the time. There ain't no slowing it down. There ain't no stopping it. He don't lack gas. We know what that is. He got that diesel gas. That's a slow burn. Russ don't stop, bro. We know that. And the fact that this man had to deal with all that in the public eye and still go out there and do the thing you do, that shouts out to him. But yeah, you got people like Skip saying, sitting up here saying something, trying to get this man, like, you know what I'm saying, blacklisted from the league. I ain't gonna say the same way like how Carmelo ended up out of the league, but at the end of the day, it's like people pay attention, whether it be GMs, whether and fans and other co-players or his other teammates, things like that. They pay attention to things, man. They listen to this YouTube world. They listen to the mass media or mainstream media. They listen to all that, bro. And it's like you out here pushing something nobody else might even be thinking or saying, bro. So you putting a battery in the wrong pack. Brother Southern T in the building, man. Appreciate you sliding through this joint, man. I'm gonna download the plane so I can start dropping the planes for all my TWT fans, man. But yeah, so it's like that's the thing when I look at him, where I'm like, dude, it's okay for you to not say nothing. If you ain't got nothing to say, shut up, man. Shut the hell up. Give that man his due. Give that man his credit. Give that man his respect. Because we all know, again, and I repeat it again, I'm going to keep repeating it. We all know what Mr. 1.4 points a game as a junior playing JV. We know what you mean and what you bring to the basketball court. Mr. Water Pistol Pete. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be Pistol Pete. That was his quote-unquote favorite player. He wanted to be Larry Bird. He wasn't Larry Bird. That boy was Larry Pigeon. I mean, like he wasn't out there doing nothing. He wasn't bringing water to nobody. He couldn't even do that right. He couldn't fold towels right. Couldn't wipe up the floor right. It's like, bro, you ain't got nothing to do with these players, and you ain't on their level in any sort in any type of way. So the disrespect at some point, bro, it gotta stop, man. Because when he get, how you gonna disrespect people on a on a regular basis, and then sit up there and get sad and mad about, or sit up there and say what you got to say about these players, but then when you got a former player, or at the time Jalen being a player, coming on and saying, you know what I'm saying, when he obliterated you about your stats, you want to get sensitive. You want to get sensitive and kick him off the show and never invite him back again because he obliterated you on your own show. So that's not the first time. Like I said earlier, Richard Sherman, Suggs, you know what I mean? Shannon, to some degree, he's done it a couple of times, but Shannon does it in a very polite way where he, you know what I'm saying, he tuck him in and read him a bedtime story while he in the process of shutting you down. And it's like everybody else, man, they didn't do that. Like I said, his feelings, he said his feelings was hurt. His feelings was crushed. Is if somebody had stole his girl or stole his car or stole his dog. Like he told Jalen, like, nah, you can't be on the show. You can't come back to the show. I don't want you. You ain't got nothing to do with the show. He told Jalen, like, nah, bro, you gotta get out of here. You talked about my 1.4 points a game that I average. You gotta get out of here. You definitely gotta get out of here. He wanted no parts whatsoever of Jalen Rose being on this show again. But guess what? That ain't stopped Jalen from lighting him up on Twitter. That didn't stop Jalen from getting on his own show and talking about him. So it's like, yeah, bro, it's like you can only control and do so much. When it's on your platform, sure. But at the end of the day, outside of that, hey, you open to them straight right hands, bro. Like he told, like salute to you, Eric Chavez. Appreciate you sliding through this joint, man. One of the guys told him, you always focus on the ugly pixel and the beautiful picture. Hey, to me, that sums up his entire career, if you want me to be honest with you. And I repeat that for y'all that might not have heard that. You always focus on the ugly pixel and a beautiful picture. That sums up like his career, bro. That's it, man. This dude, he irks my nerves to the point where I was definitely like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to cook on this. I can't sit here and let this go. I know other people can probably, you know what I'm saying, bliss this man on the things he done said about the content, things like that. But I was like, nah, ain't no way, bro. I gotta get this off. I gotta get this off. He gotta get this work. He gotta get all this work. And then, so I'm saying, and even Kawhi, we seen with Kawhi, bro. What was he saying about Kawhi when Kawhi played for the Spurs? My man was doing everything but, you know what I'm saying, drinking Kawhi's backwater. He was doing everything but drinking Kawhi. Nah, screw that. He was drinking Kawhi's backwater as well because he was raving about this young man is being the second coming of Jordan and all this other stuff from a standpoint of being like a silent assassin and things like that. As soon as Kawhi got hurt, and he and Spurs medical staff didn't handle it correctly or to his standard or whatever, however you want to quote it and say it, and you know what I'm saying, he ended up leaving the Spurs. What happened? What happened? All of a sudden, he became number two. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he called him number two. He didn't say Kawhi Leonard. He just started calling him number two. He won a ring in Toronto. What did he call him? He oh, you know what I'm saying? Kawhi, that. As soon as he won the ring in Toronto, all of a sudden he was Kawhi Leonard again. All of a sudden, he was Kawhi Leonard. He went to the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? He started playing bad a little bit. What was Skip saying? Oh, number two is out there. Number two is out there. Oh, there's George Paul out there. Those guys got to figure it out. They this, they that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? When he played for your team. You know what I mean? He was everything, but, you know what I'm saying, but God team. Now all of a sudden he don't play for them. You know what I'm saying? He go from being kind of somewhat of a, you still being a fan to all of a sudden he's number two. And now all of a sudden, he's still number two. It's like, bro, keep the same energy. It's okay. That's how you know he a fair weather person, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain that part. Like, make that make sense to me. Why is that? Why is that the thing? Why is that the cool thing where you think, oh yeah, you know what? This is how I feel about this, and this is how I'm gonna be about this. Like, nah, bro. Keep that same energy, Skip. He don't realize, bro, if he does that, what's gonna happen? He gonna gain more fans because they're gonna be able to look at him and forgive him. They ain't gonna look at him as a person that they know what it is. They know what it is when they come to Skip, bro. Yeah, he gonna win the all-time haters ball award. That's what that is. My brother G5 in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through this joint, man. I ain't gonna be here for too long, man. I just had to cook on this real quick because it was bothering me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Skip with his shenanigans and things like that, man. I'm gonna say, like I said earlier, people gonna say, say why, why you watching? I said I want to see what the next dumb thing he gonna say. And then it got to a point it went beyond being dumb. It started being some whole nother kind of I see the writing on the wall type thing. You trying to push to have somebody silently out the league. You trying to have people look at them at that light. They don't belong in the league no more. And it's like, hold on, man, that man got a family to feed, and he still got a lot. He still got a lot to bring to the game as well. So hold on. If he ain't gonna do it, I'll do it. I'll jump on. I'll jump on and get it to him. I'll give Skip this work. I don't mind. I got a little bit of time today. I happily do it because he definitely deserved all of it, man. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and exonerate this man and saying like, oh, well, Skip, hey, you can be old and senile, but right is right and wrong is wrong. You old enough to know and grow. You know what I'm saying? You old enough to know that. Like I said, he 160 years old. We know he know. We know he know enough to know. You know what I'm saying? What's right, and what's wrong is wrong. Because if he didn't know what's right and wrong is wrong, then why was he so butthurt about Jalen Rose destroying him about his basketball career, or lack thereof, I should say. It's like, so you know when something's a pain point, or you know when there's a point over where something, you know what I'm saying, hits the fan or it hits a nerve in a different kind of degree. So why is you out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to strike a nerve with everybody and then expecting to get away with it, bro? That throwing a rock and hiding your hand ain't gonna work. We live in a social media driven time now, bro. You ain't getting away with that. That's over with. That's dead in the water. I ain't gonna call it water under the bridge. I'm gonna say it's the mud that's under the water that's under the bridge. Because yeah, you ain't getting away with that no more. People been on Skip forever, bro. Like I said, you done had plenty of example of players or in the case of Mark Cuban, NBA owners, owners in general, getting on his helmet, and they didn't let up. They didn't let him live on it, bro. They ate him alive. And what did he do? As far as I've seen, what happened? In every situation where somebody that came on his show eviscerated him, he has never brought them back. Never brought them back. Because why? Because he knows that person brought something to the table that he wasn't able to dispute or break down. When it came to Mark Cuban, hey, you can't argue with no billionaire that has the enthusiasm and excitement he has about the game. Mark Cuban lit that. Hey, Mark Cuban broke his foot off in that man behind, bro. And what did he didn't have nothing to say, nothing to do with it. He wanted to change the subject as quick as he could because you're speaking from a peasant perspective, bro. Like you're a peasant in the eyes of these players, but you one of them annoying peasants that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep knocking at the door asking for something, or you coming to the window asking for something. You waking the person up out they sleep, asking, can you have a little bit of something? Because he's a peasant, bro. Like he a peasant and a half. He a leech and more. And it's just like, all right, at some point, bro, you gotta just shut the hell up. If you ain't got a message that's worth hearing, or you ain't got a message that's worth contributing to the conversation of being able to push a player like from a going forward perspective, shut the hell up. Because he can't do it. He can't do it on his own where he actually gonna be successful on his own. He needs a counterpart to be there for him. He needs somebody else, another intellectual person to be across from him to be able to combat the stuff he's saying, keep the folks engaged and willing to come back and hear their content. He need that. When he did it for a solo for a bit, guess what happened? The ratings was stupid, man. He had numbers like I got on YouTube right now. I got what? Let's take a look. Let's say I got 10 people in here right now. I got 10 people in here, right? He was getting numbers that probably like double mine. And it's like, bro, you in the public eye. You know what I mean? You've been doing this for 916 years. Yet this is the type of success that you bring to the table on a solo type tip. The biggest time for his ratings has been what? When Stephen A. Smith and Shannon has been on his show. Without them two, bro, his numbers is trash. Absolute trash. Because his content is trash. Because all it is negative light, backhanded compliments, and telling people that they ain't this and they ain't that. They ain't this and they ain't that just because they what? Because he never got the opportunity to live the life, the luxury that they being able to live. Like I said, bro, all these people, all these people, Richard Sherman, Dez Bryant, Le'Veon Bell, LeBron, Odell, Troy Aikman, like Jalen Rose, like all these people don't want nothing to do with him. Charles Barkley already told him he wanted to snap something, do something to him. And it's like, bro, like again, if you ain't got nothing to contribute or say, or you can't bring nothing to the table, just shut the hell up. He's his hate. He says stuff for shock value, but it's his true hate that brings it out. It makes people believe the fact of the things that how this man is. That's what it does. And it's like, dude, at some point, you know what I mean? Like somebody gonna do you worse than Jalen did because Jalen took it light on you just by attacking your basketball skill, your lack thereof basketball career. You know what I mean? Like, and so at some point, you gonna have to figure it out where you're gonna be able to talk about something else or do something different to keep content alive and keep your show alive. And it's like yeah, it's like how you, as a fan of any sport, if or a person that like say you as big in the sports as he is, and then you got his wife that likes the players or is fans of some of the players that he throwing all this shade and hate at some point, bro, that's gonna get old. It's gonna get old and tired out because that's how he gonna be acting and that's what he gonna do. And it's like, dude, just again, and I repeat it again, shut the hell up. Stop talking, bro. Like just take some time off, man. Just take some time off. Let you take a little bit of time to yourself to get some act right. Let Shannon have somebody else on there. Let him turn it into Club Shay Shay for an episode or two. Let Jeannie or whatever her name Taff, I can't remember her name. Let her do her little thing, man. Just take some days off, Skip. Like the world wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind. At least you know what I'm saying. We watch Shannon with his yeah. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like at least with that, man, we'll be able to get some comedy out of it, a little bit of laughs or some entertainment because it's meant for entertainment. But this man don't know how to entertain, man. Don't know how to entertain whatsoever. His entertainment comes from shock value of hate, and it's like at some point, bro, it's you get tired of hearing it, man. You get tired of hearing that junk, like, and it's like, man, just let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it all the way go. But yeah, but I'm gonna get my butt up out the way. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here and cook real quick. I normally don't do this. It ain't my content. It's not my focus. Not what I want to do. We all know. Everybody that's in the joint know I enjoy a good roast session. I love the back and forth and things like that, man. Because it's all in good fun and good nature. But hey, Skip had to get this work today. He had to get this work today. Like I said, my man is 2 sneezes away from hospice. You know what I'm saying? He a cold away from the grave. He better stick to his health, enjoy the years of his life, and show some type of happiness that he actually happy and he enjoy what he do. The only thing we seeing is nothing but pure hate coming out this man. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all stopping through to this joint. Again, shouts out to each and every one of y'all showing up, showing love, hitting that like button, rocking out with me, man. I definitely appreciate it, but I'm gonna get out the way. I know my brother just due about going in a bit here, so I wanted to try and get my butt up out the way so I can jump off in his chat and get the work that he about to put out. And if y'all, hey, again, if you're catching the playback and you're not sure, definitely go check out my brother Just Do, my brother Southern T, my brother G5 Gabe, Ricky Williams, the whole TWT fam, man. It's a lot of content that's being dropped. A lot, and my brother Dub right side as well. A lot of content being dropped. A lot of knowledge in that content too, man. Definitely gotta make sure you tune in. Check out each and every one of them, man. If you missed anybody, hey, when you come across the thing and you see the name, type in the name because that's gonna be their channel name. Type it in and go get that work, man. But that's all I got for y'all, my people. Again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all showing up and showing out for me, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be easy.